All right, so we're getting a new patch from Global this week, as we usually get it every week. But of course, we're getting SARIEL this week for Global. A pretty hyped character, you know. I usually measure hype for new units by just seeing how many views the videos get when I make a showcase, which I think is a fair way of assessing. You know, I think it is, and Zario has done really well. So I'm assuming a lot of people are very interested in Zario. I mean, honestly, it's crazy because I mean, the unit itself is decent and fun, which I think is a good factor. But you know, it's nothing crazy, right? The unit is pretty good. I think it's more of the fact that the Zario does kind of hint on the release of a new Archangel that so many people are interested in them. Because of course the passive is increases the four Archangels allies crit damage by 80% for every buff effect on the battlefield, which currently, you know, this passive only helps himself, right? The cleave, of course, gets very much boosted by the passive, but it is a support for all allies, so obviously Zario wants to be buffing someone that's a 4 Archangel that does want to have crit damage. And you know, Margaret's good, and she does pack a punch, but right now with units having so much crit resistance, I think there's a really good chance of a new Archangel coming that also has cleave that will really, really like having more crit damage. But we'll see. I mean, we'll see when that comes out. So yeah, Zario has, of course, the cleave AoE, which gets very helped by his own passive. And he has a really good counter. Like a really good counter. You know, Sumza stands for 1 turn taunts and counters. Very usual. But at level 2, not only level 2 lasts 2 turns, which I think is really good. There's no other taunt counter in the game that has this. Lasting for 2 turns in the rank 2 is fantastic for a taunt counter. Terror's lasts for 2 turns, but it's not taunt, it's just a counter, right? But yeah, taunt counter lasts for 2 turns, level 2 is so good. And then he also reduces damage taken by 40%, which if you take account, you know, he's also going to be playing maybe with Tarmiao, which also reduces damage. It doesn't, I don't think it stacks with Margaret's blue card. I need to go back on my video to check. If it does, like, great. I don't recall if it does, because Margaret's blue card effect doesn't stack with damage increase stance effects, but so I'm assuming it doesn't. But still, Tarmiao, right? Then also, you know, counter's pretty strong. And then level 3 increases damage by 60, reduces by 60, so fantastic. I don't like the ultimate. I think the only thing I really don't like about the Zario is that the ultimate is kind of meh. For every stance, increases damage dealt by 40%. For the most part, you're probably going to be having like a level 1 or 2. Like, he really gets strong on level 3, because then you have another stance effect with the 40 plus of the damage increase, but for the most part, this ultimate is not going to really hit all that hard. But other than that, the unit is really good. And I like the Grace as well. I think it can come in handy in a lot of teams. So all around a very good unit. But I would say, personally, if the unit is what you're looking for on this banner, I would personally skip. You know, for me, I have to summon, obviously, because I need to showcase every character. It's my job. But if I was just a regular player, a casual player of the game, I would not be summoning on this banner for Zario. There's a big dilemma though, because Green Galfer, Red Matrona are in this banner, and Brainholder. But mostly, for the most part, people really want Green Galfer. Really, really want Green Galfer and Red Matrona. But mostly Green Galfer. And he's in this banner, 0.25, which is it's a trip, but I mean I pulled I pulled 7 or 6 Green Gophers in 2 rotations. But it's the thing, right? People are going to see that and be like, oh, Green Gopher is instantly pullable from the banner, which is not true. I just got an insane luck or just unlucky sort of events happening, because, you know, I didn't want to pull so many Green Gophers, it just sort of happened. So if you want to summon for Zario because you really want Green Gopher, I am not going to be the one to tell you, nah, because, you know, Green Gopher is still like one of the best things in the game, right? But I would say, if the reason why you're summoning is because of Zario, I'm not your dad, you know. I can't stop you. You do whatever you want, but I wouldn't recommend, because he's gonna be in a lot of banners. You know, just like Tarmiel and Red Zario, they come up in banners like pretty often, actually, especially in festival banners. They come up pretty often. I think the Zario will be the exact same thing, and he will be in SSR tickets, and he'll be in the SR tickets. So it's like, again, if you want the Green Galfer, I won't tell you you shouldn't, because you're a grown-ass man. You should do your own decisions. But yeah, that's my recommendation personally. But Zario is good though. It's a good unit. And again, I feel like it's only going to get better. I feel like when a new Archangel that really wants crit damage comes out, it's going to be even better. But costumes, Holy Relics for Hauser, Griamore, and Merlin. I've done it for Hauser. I'm going to do it for Griamore, and I've done it for Merlin. Of course, Hauser and Griamore I don't recommend. I'm only doing it for them for box CC, and because you don't need the purple gems thingy, so it's cheaper. Merlin, if you've already been using Merlin, there's no reason why you wouldn't give her the Holy Relic. This Holy Relic is really good, but that's only if you've already been using Merlin. If you haven't been, using Merlin already, I wouldn't recommend giving it to her. But again, I'm not your dad, so. Tickets for the banner if you're so interested. Lucky Bag, I'll talk about in a second when we get there, for the explanations of how the Lucky Bag works. This is an amazing update. So now, you know how on the DN salvage thing, you only could do 12 pieces at a time? Well, now you can do as many as you want. So this is fantastic because, personally, I've been like gear summoning like crazy because I'm trying to get 10 million box CC. I've passed 9 million, so I'm actually getting there rather quick, but I'm pretty sure I'm gonna hit a wall soon. But now, instead of just wasting a lot of red stones by just non-stop breaking the gear on the actual summon screen of the salvage, you actually should break it on the end because you have a much better chance of getting extra. So this is great because you get there, right? You do all your gear summoning. You just click register all if you just want to break everything, right? And then just get all the red stones for making new gear. So, but yeah, you can do more than 12. Of course, you don't have to register all every time. You can just, but at least you don't have to do 12 at a time. You can just do as many as you want. Such a good update. Should have been here earlier, but oh yeah, now enhanced stones, the little redstone thingies, don't take 999 per slot. It's not, or 99. Now it's 999. Much better. Thank you very much. Improve hero skill info. Okay. Oh yeah, final boss battle for the 3 demon brothers. You got 1 free multi on Zario. Obviously, do the free multi. Get the free multi. You're gonna get these rewards as well. Again, talk about Lucky Bag in a second. This Hawk event sucks. I'll make a video on it when it comes out on global. I don't like it. Not because the event itself is bad, but it just takes so long. So it's basically like Candy Crush, but a little more of like an enhanced version of Candy Crush that lasts for 60 seconds every time you play it. And you have you get 1 stamina every hour, and they really want you to do it every hour, man. They really want you to play this a lot. It takes so long. I don't want to play this. But yeah, this is coming. I'll make a video on how to play, on how to get high points on this, but it's just not very good. So, the 3 powerful brothers. This super boss is actually quite hard. They show the recommended heroes here, but don't trust this, okay? The best team is Bond. The best team for this is Bond. So if you want to already know, the best team for this is Bond. But I'll make a video, of course, on this. Farming wise, it hasn't been great, but honestly, the store sucks ass. Oh man, this is a pretty hard final boss. Actually, this is a pretty hard final boss, especially because Meliodas, right, doesn't increase damage against fires and humans, and Zario just is an unknown. So you pretty out of options for farming characters. You don't have many options, right? So for farming, it's pretty slow. I guess. Oh, I haven't actually tried farming with like an ult rush team. It's probably going to be good, but the story is kind of bad. I was gonna say decent, but it's pretty bad. And the top rewards have no costumes. Like they brought back the Zario and Estarossa basically, and they just added Meliodas on top of it, which is a character that already had a final boss. They just took him out and put him there, and they didn't bring back the costumes. Why? Why? It's not like this is a different final boss. This is Zario and Estarossa back. You just put Meliodas in there. There's no difference. Like, I don't know. But the story sucks ass. There's no costume upgrade material because this is a story of a sub final boss. Because there's a lot of like sub final bosses, and I guess they're treating this as a sub final boss as well. Where sub final boss would be like the trio, like the Twigo trio thing, the Gillen and Jericho, the Gil Thunder trio guys, whatever. Those are like sub final bosses, which is why they don't get costumes, right? But this is not a sub final boss. These characters are final boss characters that have costumes. Where's my costume upgrade material thing? But yeah, so it's pretty hard though, so it's fun actually. the actual event is pretty fun. The rewards are not so great, but the actual event I like it. Increased rewards for bra box. Reward dungeon thingy, got like the thingy that you do once a day. They bring back these events every update or every celebrations. Like they're always the same thing, so it's like what I'm talking about. Like what I'm talking about. Daily tasks are a little bit better. They're bringing back these costumes. Discounted cosmetics. This has been very helpful actually, because again I'm getting my boxes up, so I ended up like going like a charade of buying costumes for characters I didn't have costumes for. So this has been very helpful. I've seen some people ask me to make a video on like what costumes to get. That video would be like 3 hours long, so I don't think I'm doing that. But if you want a general idea, just buy costumes for characters you need costumes for. It's not that big of a deal. Like, yeah, some characters, like, I don't know, Blue Demon Meliodas, sure, would want extra peers, whatever. But it's like, do you really need to care that much about that? Like, this is talk coming from like someone that plays the game every day, hours. Right? I've been grinding raids for hours to get this freaking 10 million box CC. And I'm telling you, it's fine. Like you're gonna be fine. Just buy the UR costume that you find cool. Or, if you think a character is a crit-based character, get a weapon that gives crit chance or crit damage. It's not that deep, But yeah, it's pretty helpful, actually. I really like the discounts. Bringing back these cosmetics that have released since the launch of the game. They're still coming. Just make them permanent. Okay? Just make them permanent. They come back every month. Anyways, the high school ones are pretty cool. I like them. These are pretty cool too. Okay, so the lucky bag, right? So the lucky bag, I actually made a video on it. I might upload, I don't know. It's very, like, it's not that deep. You gotta get 3 for free. And you can buy 3. I would say just get the free ones and don't buy the 3 ones. I think it's like, I don't remember how much I paid for them. It's like $5. So I think just get the free ones. Even if you're paid, I guess if you're a paid player, I'm not your dad, but like, just, you have a chance of getting these rewards. You can see the percentages on top here. This and this are terrible actually, but this right here and this right here are what you're looking for. 25 gems. So if you get all 6, right, you can have up to 6. You get 3 for free, you can buy 3. You're gonna get all of the rewards, so it's basically like a lucky chance of getting them, and once you got one, you can't get it again, right? So if you get 25 gems, it's the best one, I think. This is the second best one for sure. This one's probably the third best one. 30 hammer is always great, and then all the other ones kind of sarcastic. Except for like this one has, I guess, 30 upgrade materials, which is nice. Which if you just get for free, that's pretty nice, you know. But of course, if you get this one or this one, those are what you're looking for. The 10 extra, you know, purple gems, 300 anvils. I guess it's a pretty comparable. This one has 30 purple gems and 30 hammers. I think these two are pretty comparable, but yeah. So the lucky bag is pretty nice. Yeah, so that's the patch notes. Pretty good update actually in general. We're gonna get a JP update coming, of course, this Wednesday. We're gonna get a patch notes. I'm thinking for JP this week we're gonna be getting Ragnarok because we haven't had it in a little while. So if you want to wait to see what's coming for JP this week before picking up Zariel, do so. I'm thinking it's Ragnarok. I don't think it's a festival. I don't think it's anything like collab or anything. I think it's going to be Ragnarok or the Elat that was leaked as well. So it's probably not going to be anything crazy, but if you still want to, you know, just hang on and wait to see what's coming, because Ragnarok banners have been pretty good for at least the bird. Like, you know, we got Brynhilder for the first Ragnarok banner, which was of course like the best bird team, and then Megalda, which at launch was, I want to say, pretty bad, but after Meliodas has come out, Megalda is like a god for the bird because of Meliodas, right? So, you know, we'll see what comes next. You know, with the next Ragnarok update, we might see a unit that will be good for the next Demonic Beast battle, which might be interesting. But yeah, so thank you guys for watching. That's it.